Good evening, I'm Sean Green with this edition of Sports Night. Beginning with football, the Barbados Football Association President Randy Harris will now have an even bigger role in the region and international football after being named the Caribbean Football Union President as well as the Vice President of CONCACAF. The announcements were made after a vote at the Caribbean Football Union Annual Congress in Russia earlier today. Harris, who acted as the CFU president before he was officially elected to the top position, he was unanimously chosen by his counterparts 27-3, while in the CONCACAF vote he was named to the role by acclamation. Now, speaking to CBC Sports from Russia, Harris says it's an honor to be selected to both positions, and he's not worried about the pressure associated with the job. In fact, he believes that they will work hand in hand.
A new development.
First of all, it's a great achievement, not only for myself, but also for Barbados football. I feel good that the members of the Caribbean and CONCACAF have enough confidence in me to put me in those two positions. Of course, the work now starts, so then I have to make sure that I can achieve what the members believe that I can do for them. I think it is quite a good thing for me to be elected as the CFU president. I also represent them at CONCACAF. I think it is easier to do because, of course, I will be representing the views of the CFU without fear, because being the person who chairs the meeting at that level, I know what their needs are, what they expect of me, and of course I can represent them properly at the CONCACAF level.
Well, Harris also said that one of his major plans for the CFU and CONCACAF is to restore the reputation of both organizations, as well as making sure each member island portrays good governance.
First of all, it's a great achievement, not only for myself, but also for Barbados football. I feel good that the members of the Caribbean and CONCACAF have enough confidence in me to put me in those two positions. Of course, the work now starts, so then I have to make sure that I can achieve what the members believe that I can do for them. I think it is quite a good thing for me to be elected as the CFU president. I also represent them at CONCACAF. I think it is easier to do because, of course, I will be rep. And, of course, we need trained people to deal with our finances, because we are receiving significant funds from FIFA, which we have to account properly for.
Well, Harris acknowledged that the two positions won't affect his mandate as the Barbados Football Association president, and it can only enhance his leadership in that position.
The members of the BFA will have to decide if they want to retain me or not. But what I can tell you is that being in those two positions, I should be able to better enhance the development for Barbados, because I'm sure what Barbados needs, and most of the other countries are in the same boat. So what I do at those two levels should redound to the best interests of Barbados.
In more football news, Weymouth Wales and the BDS Sports program remain on top of Zones 1 and 2 following their latest fixtures of the BFA Premier League at the BFA Wildy AstroTurf last night. Melissa Farley reports.
Weymouth Wales started this game against Notre Dame on 31 points, and Rashidi Williams put them in a good position to add 3 more when he struck in the 18th minute. Dame's defense was a little shaky. 35th minute now, Wales looking to make it 2-0, and that they did. Williams to the post, and Arantes Lawrence was there for the pickup. Now Dame's defense remained busy, fighting a vicious Wales attack. Watch teamwork in play. left side to right. Then Revere Williams put the final punch, Wales up 3-0, and that's a wrap on the first half. Into the second we go, and Lawrence had put another to his name before this one-on-one from Hayden Holligan, Wales with a 5-0 lead in the 77th minute. Then in the 91st, Romario Harewood tried to make it 6-0, but it was left to an unexpected Kimar Headley to put that score on the board, as Wales now sit on 34 points, with Dames fourth on 18. The action in Zone 2 was also heated. This is a clash between UWI Blackbirds in the yellow up against Pori Springs. 9 minutes in, and a corner assistant from Chapman made room for a nice headshot by Mario Hart, beating the defenders, that being the only goal in this first half. Second half action now, the 61st minute to be exact. Jamario Worrell with a free kick took it all the way, leaving Pori Springs keeper stretching in vain. And then 14 minutes later, the beauty of the night came once again off the boot of Mario Hart. A lovely strike it was that cemented the 3-0 win for the Blackbirds. It means the Blackbirds sit second in Zone 2 on 21 points, 13 behind Wales, with Pori Spring fourth on 6 points. In the night's first encounter, BDF Sports Program and Waterford Compton played to a goalless draw. BDF, however, still sit on top of that Zone 2 table on 31 points, while Compton are fifth on 4. Melissa Fardy.
Well, Combermere, the St. Michael's School, Christchurch Foundation and the Spring Memorial School have all booked their space in the semi-finals of the secondary schools under 13 netball competition. And with a look at their quarterfinal action is CBC's Anne-Marie Burke.
Combermere and Corrigan Parry were fighting for one of the semi-final spots, and the girls from Waterford took early command. That was shooter Rihanna Wiggins. Here they go again. This time Wiggins passes off to attack Ciara Eveling, who easily nets. Corrigan Parry got a lone goal in this half. Shooter Kiara Taylor goes for it from long range, misses, but is lucky to get the obstruction call and gets it right on the second try. But the Combermere girls were having a better game. Wiggins intercepts and also saves the play. Then Evening gets in on the action as Wiggins sets up in prime position and finishes. Combermere end the first half up 6-1. Corrigan Parry started the second half a little stronger, and within the first minute it got a goal thanks to goal attack Kiara Cullimore. But alas, that would be the only goal they would add to their score, as Combermere went on to add 4 goals to their 6 from the first half to take the game 10-2 and advance to the semi-finals. Next door, the girls from St. Michael were also dishing out the same punishment to the Lodge School. In the circle, Sky Spencer Lane and Tiara Morris, they had things on lockdown. Spencer Lane saves it. Morris is there to back her up. She misses, gets the rebound, and Spencer Lane with the finishing duties. St. Michael booked their semi-final place with a 13-2 win. Meanwhile, the game between Foundation and Queen's College was the most competitive game. That's Foundation's Dasani Waith. Queen's College was making it goal for goal, lovely overhead pass, and Liana Leacock puts it in from long range. But it was Foundation who had the final say, edging out the QC girls for the 10-9 win. And the final semi-final spot belongs to the girls from Government Hill Springer Memorial, who defeated Leicester Vaughan 12-6. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Thanks, Anne-Marie. And still to come, excitement in Haynesville for the climax of the St. James Open Road Tennis Tournament. And we're back to tell you that Mark Venom Griffith and Rachel Smith are the champions of the inaugural St. James Open Road Tennis Tournament. Playing before a huge crowd at the Haynesville Community Tennis Courts, the second seed Griffith defeated the top seed Michael Jackson White, that's Julian White, in the men's final. Meanwhile, the number 4 seed Rachel Smith pulled off a major upset by defeating the second seed, that's Sheldon Waldron, to take home the ladies' crown. Damien Best has all the action.
Ladies final featuring number 2 seed Sheldon Waldron up against the number 4 seed Rachel Smith in black. Smith forearm winner, but it was Waldron who would draw first blood. Smith nervous start, asking questions, but that's well within the court. Picking her points of attack, Waldron pass, the right arm of Smith in a hurry. She would go on to seal the first game, 21-15 Smith with the unforced error. Second game, Smith put the pass behind her and settled into a little rhythm. Placement was excellent here. Waldron also gave Smith a few free points with some lazy strokes. Smith holding her opponent to just 6 points, aka a sow, as Waldron put another return into the net. The all-important third, Smith out the gates flying, comes inside the court and lands the first blow. Waldron would answer with a special delivery down the line. Back and forth between these two, Smith not afraid to change the angle, tucks it into the V. Waldron also showed she could be a sniper if necessary down the line for the point. This one going the distance. Waldron another unforced error to give Smith the edge before the turn. Scorers locked at 20 now. Smith tempted to come inside the court early, but opts for patience, then fires one. Waldron can't handle. Fast forward, another intriguing rally, tit for tat, drop shot, then Smith comes up short. Critical point in the game, tied at 21. Waldron error and the crowd sensing an upset. Game and set point now. Smith holding firm, and it's Waldron who commits the error. Rachel Smith, the ladies champion of the St. James Open, 15-21, 21-6, 23-21. Next on court, the big men's clash. 3 best in 5. Julian Michael Jackson White taking on Mark Venom Griffith in the red trunks. These two pride themselves on the ability to rally for long periods of time. Jackson with the mistake. Griffith returned the favor. These two competent in both the forearm and back arm. Griffith, though, would win the first game, showing his maturity. White looking for the line call, which was not forthcoming. A couple rain interruptions could not stop Venom from sealing the first game, 21-18. White failing to clear the net. On to the second. White uncharacteristically never found a way to breach the defenses of Griffith, who looked in picture-perfect form. Jackson, wide of the court. Now this one, just too good for the world boss. The angle and the pace, the perfect mix. Griffith wrapping up the second game, 21-7. White taken to the butcher. Venom one away from the title. In the third we go. Venom with free reign to go for the big shots and close out the contest. Cross court, got it. White had taken too many body blows and was buying time for what was looking like a straightforward assignment for Venom. Game and set point coming up. Of course, another 1.5 minute rally without much fireworks. Where will the mistake come from? There it is, White wide of the court once again. Victory to Mark Venom Griffith, 21-18, 21-7, 21-14. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
Well, after winning the opening game to the Guyanese, yes, in the Border Clash basketball series, the Barbados team, well, they lost game 2. This was at the Wildy Gym over the weekend. Barbados in the yellow against neighbors Guyana. Jabbar Williams looking for an opening, finds Kesarian Adams, the jumper for 2, nails it. Same scenario at the other end. Stanton Rose dishes to Orland Glasgow, who drives through and gets 2. Keith Burkett finds number 7, who finds hoop heaven. Romain Lovell getting 2 to drop. Glasgow once more with a jumper, and it fits 2 more of his 9. Lovell stepping in the paint. The pull-up jumper gets him 2 more of his 6 points in the game. Burkett driving through and kissing it off the glass for 2 more of his game-high 15, as the Bajans led by 3 at the half. Jamar Headley with the fast break, the Euro step, and the slam dunk failure. But keep your eyes on the ball. Guyana with possession, missing it the first time, but Glasgow wasn't too far away. to complete the play. Barbados with the throw-in going horribly wrong as Felice Hamilton gets away with 2 for Guyana. Justin Pearl driving to the hoop and rejected with aggression. Rose looking to score this time as Guyana turned up the heat on Barbados. He had 11 in the game. The Bajans were now slightly behind and had to push and made some errors in the process. Guyana with the steal, and Rose is the man with the plan once more, sinking a 3. Guyana just had to keep the Bajans at bay for a while extending their lead. And with plays like this from Rose, they were looking good. Harold Adams wants it, passes it back to Rose, who fires it back to Adams, pulling the trigger on the 3 and nails it perfectly. Headley now looking to break fast with this one, but he breaks down instead, gifting away the ball to Guyana until it eventually finds Mo Anthony. The dunk, the exclamation mark, the victory for Guyana, 70-64. And Guyana went on to seal the 2-1 series victory, winning Game 3 last night by 11 points, 79-68. Where Ellerslie pulled off a superb fourth quarter performance to edge Harrison College B in the latest fixture of the Cooperators General Insurance Secondary Schools Under-16 basketball competition. Playing at home, Ellerslie came from behind in the final minutes of the game to win by 1 point. CBC's Kamal Haynes reports on that game.
Ellerslie in the yellow and brown kit taking on Harrison College B. Second quarter action, both teams close in points, and Tyrell Rayside helps the home side with a basket. College B responded immediately. Tyrell Gill, wearing the big number 23, finishes with a layup to add 2 points. Ellerslie were trailing by 3 points just before the halftime whistle, and the home boys found a long 2 to reduce the deficit to 1, 17-18 into the break. Second half, and Ellerslie wasted no time getting in front, off the rim and in to add 2 points. College B had a plan of their own and showed they wanted to win just as badly. Michael Grosvenor collects and finds the basket. The visitors did enough to build a 4-point lead at the end of the third quarter, 29-25. Jonathan McCollin uses the backboard to good effect. With all to play for in the final quarter, both teams had to bring their A game, and College B showed early signs. But Ellerslie pulled out all the stops and found the necessary baskets. Christian Taylor gets the job done. Ellerslie proved to be the better team in the crucial quarter, Taylor securing 2 more of his game-high 10 points. The home side gained the lead in the final seconds of the game thanks to O'Shea Gibbons, which they held on to take the game by 1 point, winning 36-35 over Harrison College B. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
And more sports coming up after the break. Hey, here's what's happening on Tuesday, June 12th in the world of sports. The Pine Hill Primary School's netball competition and the Bike or football tournament, they continue at various venues. Under 13 secondary schools netball is at the semi-final stage, while the under 16 basketball competition continues also at various venues. There's a double-header in the BFA Premier League at Wildy, the AstroTurf. Empire will take on Silver Sands. That's at 7 p.m. Then the BDF will play Ellerton at 9 in a Zone 2 fixture. Meantime, the Touch of Class Road Tennis Tournament enters the quarterfinal stage. That's at the Dighton Power Roach facility in Bush Hall from 7 p.m. That's sports for tonight, Monday. I'm Sean Green. Have a good night.